Hello, listeners. As we begin today's discussion, I want to anchor us in why workforce planning is no longer a nice to have. It is an urgent strategic priority. The challenges we navigate today, paired with thoughtful foresight, are what shape a more resilient tomorrow. AI is not just another technology wave. It is the first technology in decades that simultaneously reshapes how value is created, how decisions are made, and how work is distributed across organizations. It is changing jobs at a task level, not just a role level, and that means our traditional approach to workforce planning simply doesn't work anymore. We've lived through this before. Remember when digital photography was invented? It didn't eliminate the people in the film industry overnight. It shifted the skills they needed. The craft didn't disappear, its tools evolved. Today's AI disruption follows the same pattern. Roles don't vanish, tasks do. And when tasks change, new skills, new strengths, and new possibilities emerge. The organizations that recognize this, and the individuals who prepare for it, will shape the future rather than be shaped by it. Here's what we need to understand. AI is not removing the need for people. It's removing the need for certain tasks, especially repetitive, rules-based, or predictable ones. When we zoom out, we see something important. Every major technological shift has created more career pathways than it closed, when organizations planned for it strategically. So our goal today is not to fear this shift, but to understand it, anticipate it, and design our workforce around it with intention. The organizations that win in the next decade are the ones who can align technology transformation with human transformation at the same time. This conversation is about protecting people, elevating their value, and preparing our workforce for the roles AI will unlock, not just the roles it will impact. That is the context for everything we'll explore today. As we analyze different sectors, IT, healthcare, finance, education, retail, manufacturing, and government, three patterns are emerging everywhere. First, high-volume repetitive tasks are disappearing. It doesn't matter if we're talking about code documentation, insurance verification, grading assignments, inventory counting, or report drafting, these tasks are becoming automated or assisted. But this is not bad news. It's simply a shift. Remember when typewriters were replaced by computers? Everyone feared the end of typing jobs, but what actually happened? Typists didn't vanish, their work evolved. Some became administrative coordinators, some became digital documentation experts, others moved into editing, formatting, workflow support, or technical operations. The task changed, not the human capability. Second, the value of human skills is increasing. Judgment, empathy, creativity, problem framing, critical thinking, and cross-system understanding, these are becoming the heart of modern work. Artificial intelligence can generate options, but humans still choose direction. Artificial intelligence can create outputs, but humans interpret meaning. The future of work is very much human. And third, entirely new career paths are emerging, roles that did not exist 3 years ago. AI quality reviewers, workflow orchestrators, data stewards, algorithmic fairness auditors, digital experience designers, these are real roles organizations need. The takeaway is simple: the workforce is not shrinking, it's shifting. And if we understand these patterns, we can help employees shift with it. Every wave of technology has taken tasks off our hands, but it has never erased the need for human judgment, taste, empathy, and imagination. When the work changes shape, people change direction, and that is exactly what AI is doing today. What does this mean for us, concretely? It means we have a strategic decision to make. Do we let the workforce be disrupted by artificial intelligence, or do we redesign our workforce so people transition into higher value roles? Workforce planning in the artificial intelligence era is not about predicting future job titles. It's about understanding the tasks that make up work today. Job descriptions hide the truth. People hold jobs, and within those jobs they perform tasks. Work is ultimately done at the task level, even though we organize it into jobs. And tasks are what artificial intelligence transforms. So our responsibility is to map which tasks are likely to disappear, which will evolve, and which will become new opportunities. Then we match our people to the future of their work through upskilling, cross-training, and mobility pathways. This isn't a tech strategy. This isn't an HR strategy. This is a whole organization strategy about how we evolve humans and technology together. If we get this right, We don't just adopt artificial intelligence, we future proof our workforce. To build a future ready workforce, we need to focus on four major priorities. The first is defining work at the task level. We can't plan using outdated job descriptions. We need to know what people actually do, every repetitive task, every judgment based task, every task requiring human empathy or problem solving. Second, we must build human AI workflows. The idea that artificial intelligence will take over end to end work is a myth. Every AI system needs human oversight, context correction, and ethical review. We need to design workflows where humans and machines complement each other. Third, we need artificial intelligence mobility pathways, clear, structured routes that show employees where they can grow as certain tasks shift. This creates transparency and reduces fear. And fourth, we must establish an ethical governance model that gives people confidence in the process. Employees should know not only how AI is being used, but how it affects their role and what support they will receive. These priorities move us from reactive decision making to proactive workforce architecture. As leaders, this shift requires a mindset change. We must acknowledge that tasks are being automated, but people are not being replaced. Our responsibility is to help employees grow into the value that artificial intelligence cannot deliver. We must stop viewing talent through the lens of titles. Skills, like communication, systems thinking, judgment, and collaboration, matter more than job labels. These skills travel across industries and into the future. We must also understand that workforce transformation is not a cost center, it is a competitive advantage. Organizations that invest in people outperform those that rely solely on automation. And finally, artificial intelligence adoption must go hand in hand with human development. Every new tool demands new competencies. AI is only as effective as the workforce that guides it. This mindset will define whether we lead the future or react to it. As we move into our strategic discussion, I want to frame the conversation around a few guiding questions. First, where in our organization are tasks already shifting because of AI? Sometimes we don't realize automation has started until we map the workflow. Second, where are we least prepared for the skills artificial intelligence requires? This helps us prioritize training, hiring, and internal mobility. Third, what emerging roles do we want to build first? We can't build everything at once, so which capabilities are most mission critical? Fourth, how do we design pathways for employees to move into these new roles? Transparency and structure are key. And finally, what governance model ensures trust? AI without trust erodes confidence. AI with clarity empowers people. With these questions as our anchor, we can move from observation to decision making and from decision making to action. Up to this point, we've talked about what leadership needs to do. But successful workforce transformation is a shared responsibility. Employees also play a crucial role in securing their futures. Employees need to shift from a job identity, this is my title, this is my role, to a skill identity. Skills travel, titles don't. When employees anchor themselves in capabilities, they gain resilience. Next, employees should gain practical AI fluency, the ability to use artificial intelligence tools thoughtfully, question outputs, and understand their constraints. It's this everyday fluency that reduces anxiety and increases capability. Familiarity replaces fear with control. This creates confidence. They also need to nurture human skills, empathy, creativity, communication, critical thinking. These skills are becoming more valuable, not less. Employees should actively manage a career portfolio, documenting achievements, learning continuously, being open to new responsibilities, and participating in cross-functional projects. And finally, employees must advocate for their own development, asking for growth opportunities, volunteering for pilot projects, and engaging openly with emerging roles. When both leadership and employees take ownership, we create a workforce that is not only protected, but empowered. Technology may pause when constraints appear, but human determination does not. Never forget, machines reach their limits, humans redefine them.